That's on.
This conference will now be recorded.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So our special meeting of July 22nd at 4 p.m. To reconvene is the Board of Health.
Okay.
Board of Health. So, Laura Kelly's EO has officially come out to be effective 12:01 a.m. Friday morning, so tonight. And I think it was discussed in our previous meeting. Diane wasn't here at the time, but I'd like for her to have her chance to say her piece too. I mean, we all had a chance. And I think that we don't need to mandate masks. We can highly recommend masks and leave it at that.
Yeah, I would echo the same sentiments. I'm with the majority. I agree, that should be the way we should go.
Has anybody else had a change from where they was the other day?
Not me. I'm still with where I was at the other day.
Me too.
All of the contacts that I've had since Tuesday have been against mandating masks.
Yeah.
We do have Deidre on, and, I didn't know if there were any talking points that we need to discuss on how to go about developing the resolution that you want.
Okay. As far as Deidre's got additional comments, more than what she had the other day, or? Okay.
I guess you can ask her.
Deidre, do you have anything
Yes.
to say or add?
I don't, as long as the county strongly recommends it, I don't have anything to add. I think you know my point of view and Dr. Hodson's point of view. And if Dr. Hodson keeps on, if he would like to make any comments.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, Dr. Hodson. I don't know that I have anything particular to add. I just want to remind you that in this case, you're acting as the Board of Health, not as county commissioners. It's not a political decision. It's a public health and safety decision. Those two don't always line up. So I agree with the governor on this, and I guess that's all I have to say.
Well, I would be in favor of coming up with a resolution to basically say that Marion County is going to strongly recommend, but not mandate.
Is that a motion?
I said I would be in favor.
I think it would be helpful if you're gonna, say you're gonna come up with a resolution or authorize the development of a resolution and authorizing the chairman to sign that. you should kind of lay out what those terms and what you want included in the resolution apart, you know, as far as if you're gonna strongly recommend but not mandate. And then, I think that there was discussion on Monday about allowing, businesses or other entities to make their own decisions. I think some of those things probably need to be specifically stated in your, yeah, in your, your motion to authorize that resolution.
I think it's important that the businesses kind of know what they can do. I've had several businesses talk to me, and of course, they were against mandating masks, but how do you know, is there any specifics to that? Other than, you know, the social distancing, limiting crowd size, that sort of thing, which all of them get at this point anyway. So, you know, I guess my intent would be to clarify some things for them, that it is not a mandate, like it would be a recommendation, not a mandate, but to follow the guidelines as laid out prior with limiting of crowds, social distancing, and you know, keeping access to hand sanitizers, that sort of thing. And to leave that, word that legally, I would have to leave that to the council.
As a health board, if we don't mandate, do we, like the food preparers, do we mandate that they wear face masks, or we just either or?
That's strongly recommended, and.
It's just a recommendation.
But,
No mandate.
the food preparers are, I honestly, if my server's not wearing a mask, I'm not going in there. So, they run the risk, and they run their
Yeah,
show how they want to
Talking
run their
about
show.
the cook or the person cutting the meat behind the meat counter of the grocery store.
Well, I mean, it all comes down to the same thing. I mean, they're required to wear a hairnet, but are they always wearing it, you know?
I haven't seen a hairnet in Marion County in years.
Right, so. I don't know,
I guess we'd recommend, we would not recommend the mandate, but we strongly urge everybody to, just back to a common sense thing.
We recommend.
Recommend, yeah.
I don't know that I wouldn't be in favor of using the strongly urge.
Okay.
I recommend this word I'm hanging my hat on.
I agree with Ken.
Okay.
So, where are you at, Randy? There's a talk about, whether a strong recommendation or just a recommendation. You find yourself on one side of that or the other? Randy?
What, me?
Yeah. Yeah, Randy, there's basically, there's two that have stated strong recommendation, and there's two that have stated just a recommendation. And it's not really that serious, in my opinion, but it is for the
Strong
workers.
is fine.
Right.
So,
At this time, I just would think it'd be a recommendation. I agree with what Governor Kelly is doing. I understand her position. I understand Dr. Hudson's position, what he just said about us being the health board and stuff like that. And I think if new evidence changes, I think this same meeting, we may all vote to follow that. But as of this time, I don't think we've had enough information or enough situations happen to where we need to change for Marion County. I'm just feeling that right now we was doing pretty good, and with social distancing and everything else, so I just say it's a recommendation for me.
okay.
Thank
So
you.
the consensus is a recommendation. I'll just cross out my strong. And then, agreeance that leave it up to the businesses and their entities and how they wanna operate, maintain within their four walls.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any other key points that we need to have in this resolution? I mean, recommend masks, but we also still recommend, the social distancing. We still recommend all that. Hand washing, the best practices.
No shoes, no shirt, no mask, and a business wants to reject somebody from service on a no mask, they have that right, and we ought to back them up.
Oh, yeah, I believe so. I don't see anybody else shaking their head, so I think everybody's on the same page.
We don't have many taxi cabs and buses, so.
Public transportation. So,
Are you including churches in with businesses?
yeah, entities.
Entities.
I said businesses and all entities, and I'm not going there.
Yeah, well, I'm not either. I just wanted to know, to make sure that we stated that somewhere, businesses and entities, or all entities.
Yeah. So I guess I will make a motion that we produce a resolution for the chairman to sign that recommends wearing of masks, that allows businesses and all entities to control how they conduct business within their four walls, either for it or against it. Recommend the best practices, hand washing, social distancing.
Adequate spacing, well, social distancing.
A second.
And Diane seconds. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. 5-0.
Okay.
So we will need to reconvene again on, no, authorization has been approved for the chairman. That's right. It's in my motion.
Right, so then when legal counsel drafts the final language, then the chairman can sign it. Okay.
Do we have to approve based on a resolution number?
Yes, I can get that number.
I think we have to do that.
What number?
Resolution 2020 dash the next one.
Yeah, just did a few.
I believe that resolution number for reference would be 2020-20.
That's 20. I would amend my previous motion to include the language to give the chairman to sign resolution 2020-20. Still have a second. Still have a second for that
Yes.
one. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 5-0. Is there any other business we need to talk of as far as the Board of Health? Then I will adjourn the Board of Health and reconvene into our special meeting, Marion County. Is there anything else as Marion County Commissioners?
Just thank you for including the churches. That's very important, thank you.
All right, well then I will call for this meeting to be adjourned.
Seconded?
Second by Randy. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
5-0.
Yes. So I thought, who seconded?
Randy.
Oh, Randy. Okay, all right. I was waiting for the second.
Okay. Very good. Thank you, Randy. nice day or something, I had the off, but.
What's the popping firecrackers? Guess that's what he's doing.
He has a tent for himself, does he?
He's had one for years. Him and his grandkids, I think.
Grandkids are probably pretty old by now,
Well, that's what he said, he was running out of grandkids, so.
huh? Running out of helpers.